Mel Gibson once referred to a former female business partner by using a demeaning term for women's anatomy. He also joked about how all women want to castrate men, said he didn't get the point of feminists, and ranted to his ex-girlfriend about how she deserved to be gangraped, according to a 2016 Huffington Post compilation of Gibson's most notably racist and misogynistic comments. Mel Gibson left Mark Wahlberg, Owen Wilder, Vaccaro and Will Ferrell in Daddy's Home to Claire FolgerParamount Pictures, but that's old Mel Gibson, pre-woke Mel Gibson. The star of the new holiday comedy, Daddy's Home 2, is an evolved man who now manages to say sensitive, appropriate things about the Harvey Weinstein scandal. In an interview with The Guardian, while promoting the raunchy PG-13 comedy that is billed as family-friendly, Gibson agreed that the UAL misconduct crisis engulfing Hollywood has been painful. But the actor and Oscar-winning Braveheart director said he hoped it would lead to a transformation. Things got shaken up a little bit, and there is a lot of light being thrown into places where there were shadows, and that is kind of healthy, he told The Guardian. It's painful, but I think pain is a precursor to change. Maybe Gibson is genuinely speaking from experience, about the need for pain to lead to change. But people are right to be skeptical, given his history of saying and doing atrocious things and then not necessarily showing remorse. With regard Grigorieva, the mother of one of his 9 children, Gibson in 2011 pleaded no contest to a misdemeanor battery charge stemming from a 2010 encounter with her. In tapes that were leaked to the media around the time of the incident, Gibson can be heard hurling profanity-laced insults at Grigorieva, telling her she looks like a pig in heat, and saying it would be her fault if she were raped by a hacked black man. Gibson's anger management issues became glaringly apparent in 2006 when he made anti-Semitic comments to a Malibu police officer who arrested him on suspicion of drunk driving. During a tirade against the officer, which also was recorded and leaked to the media, Gibson said that Jews are responsible for all the wars in the world. He also called a female officer sugar tits. Gibson was fined, put on probation and sent to rehabilitation classes for alcohol abuse. For nearly a decade, Gibson was generally shunned by the entertainment community, but he's been making a comeback in the past few years, in large part due to the critical and commercial success of his Oscar-nominated World War II drama Hacksaw Ridge. But as Gibson argues that men should be held accountable for their inappropriate and harmful treatment of women, he might suggest that men don't look to him as a role model for accepting responsibility. Consider what he said last year about his anti-Semitic comments to the police officer. It was an unfortunate incident, he said. I was loaded and angry and arrested. So Gibson blamed his intoxicated state for the things that came out of his mouth. He also blamed the police officer for illegally recording his rant, and the media for broadcasting it. I was recorded illegally by an unscrupulous police officer who was never prosecuted for that crime, Gibson said. And then it was made public by him for profit, and by members of, we'll call it the press. So, not fair. I guess as who I am, I'm not allowed to have a nervous breakdown, ever.